Okay, so is a extinction entity.
What's in
That we
it?
were talking about earlier.
What's an extinction entity?
You forgot.
Yeah, I forgot a little bit.
What is it?
Yeah, I got. Oh, by the way, I got my notes.
Oh, you do? Oh, the ones from
Yep.
the notebook?
Yep. Yep. So get ready.
Okay, so an EE, for short,
Yep.
is a living being, obviously a human being, who is tasked with triggering a mass extinction event, essentially causing the end of the world. These entities are part of a cycle of death and rebirth, where the universe seemingly resets itself through extinction events.
No way. So the world gets created, boom, comes to life, and then the worlds die just to be reborn again in another bang.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
I remember there's six extinctions, and then it resets again from one.
That's insane. That's like bending the laws of physics.
Yeah, and they're saying Higgs says that Amelie is an EE, that she's responsible for triggering these events, the six extinctions.
E.
Yep.
Emma Emmerich.
No, not that. Extinction entity, that's what it stands for.
Oh, okay.
But I remember that over here.
So
What do you think about that?
that's a wild concept if you think about it. I mean, that's like it's almost like if time is warping itself.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Like time is warping itself into nothing and then back into something.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what what they consider the Big Bang.
Yeah.
You know, that's the time coming out to something and then going back into nothing, which is extinction of the whole the time gap, whatever that time gap is, what separates it from possibly other worlds, other universes.
Yeah.
That are trapped in their own time gap.
Right. Damn, I don't think about it like that.
Can you envision that?
Yeah. You ready for this one?
It's really something that you gotta draw out.
Yeah.
But yeah, go for it. Go for the next one.
You ready for this?
No.
According to Higgs, the 5 max extinctions were caused by extinction entities, like we were talking about.
So Emily's the
The
sixth.
sixth one. Well, I guess we'll see it. He says that he thinks the sixth one will be BT antimatter waiting out all life.
Who says
the
that?
6 extinctions will be Higgs.
Oh.
He says the 6th extinction will be BT antimatter waiting out all life. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be
focus on that.
That would be Emily, right?
Possible.
Or even Higgs himself.
Yeah, he said that the 6th one is going to be done by Sam, making everyone whole again.
The 6th one's going to be made by Sam?
That everything's going to be done by Sam with the 6th extension. And that they're saying that Amelie, she's the EE when she has the mask on. Because she's controlled by Higgs when she has the mask on.
What does that mean? That so because he's a high doom, he can control entities?
He can control it. Remember, he controls BT, so in theory he can control anything or anybody. So when she has the mask on, she's an EE and he can control EEs too.
But how does he? But that's only when she has the mask on.
Yeah.
So why would she put the mask on?
I know, it's confusing. And then for more details on the sixth extinction, it says here, says all beaches will be joined into a single shore, which we will create it. What do you think?
Wait, say it again?
That he's just saying the sixth extinction is gonna happen when all beaches are gonna be joined together to a single shore, which will create the extinction.
Oh, so that means, does the world go back into Pangea?
Maybe. And then I'm thinking, like, what happens after that? It resets again from the first one?
And then the continents separate again. And then it comes back together. Yeah, the continents, that's when they separate in the world. You know, like when years and years ago.
Yeah.
Right? When comets used to hit the world more often, I guess. I don't know. That's what caused continents to separate. But before continents were separated, the land that we had that was whole was called Pangea.
Yeah. Yep, it was horrible way back there.
Yeah. And over time it got divided. Which kind of falls in line with what the game is about. If you think about it, it's connecting, bringing everyone together as one. So now he did it for the city. Now he's doing it for different parts of the world, which is the different continents.
Yeah.
It kind of falls in line.
Yeah.
You see it, right? The pictures coming together.
I do see it. Yep. No, we're getting towards the end of these notes. Like, there's still a good bit, but it's like towards like the last quarter, you know.
Wait till you see what I got for you, because I typed mine.
Right.
I typed mine as well.
Okay, so I have here Fragile claims that Higgs wants to connect the knots of the network to Amelie's Beach, and she wants to keep the EE safe until the slate is wiped. Reset happens, I'm assuming. I don't know.
Wait, so who wants to connect to Amelie and the beach again?
That Fragile said Higgs wants to connect the knots of the network to Amelie's Beach.
From where?
From knots of the caramel.
From Knox?
And then, no, knots. KNOTS. And he wants to keep the EE version of Amelie safe. So that the slate is wiped clean, because she's the source of it all. And he claims everyone with dooms is part of the Death Stranding.
Well, they technically are, aren't they?
You like that?
Yeah. Well, yeah. In other words, they have some form of Death Stranding in them.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Oh snap, dude! I never even thought of that when I was playing this game.
Me either.
That's crazy. Okay, so what I want to know is this. Here's the other thing. I feel like we might get off topic though if I ask this.
Here we go. You won't get off topic, do it?
No. It has to do with it's with the game, but you're talking about expanding universes and time gaps, and we're going really deep into that. And I'm trying to find out, why is it that when the time fall hits his suit, why is that the only thing that doesn't rust?
I know, right? It's like it was made specifically for time fall, right?
It
was free or something.
It was, but where's the science behind it? You know, like what's the details? What's it made out of? You know?
I wonder if there was notes for that. I missed it or something.
Yeah, and the type of metals that were used to keep the BB in.
Yeah, I can think about it. The safe house here right now, it doesn't rot or anything from time fall. It's protected. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, give me a second, Jose.
Alright.
Even needs me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What else you find?
Okay. I got more backstory on Cliff.
Spec Ops?
How you know?
You told me earlier. Wow.
Okay, so and what the hell? What's that phone going off like that?
It's Evie's phone. It keeps going off.
I can't talk to her right now.
I got it. Oh, let me turn it off.
I didn't have it. Keep it.
It's okay.
Thank God.
What, is bothering you?
Oh.
I think he can hear it, like
I can hear myself.
in his ear.
Ow! Fuck.
So what was it again that
Okay.
we were talking about something.
I was talking about Cliff.
Cliff, yeah, he's a special ops
Okay,
guy,
so he's
cigarette smoker.
This part's pretty deep. Okay, so he's part of special forces, and his retirement started around Death Stranding. He got involved into early BB experiments, but died before they ended. The battlefield visions that Sam has throughout the game,
Yep.
they're sustained by Cliff's emotional attachments. Let's see. So that he can understand like the connection to BB experiments. The experiments were continued in secret by President Strand, obviously Sam's mother, in order to develop.
From Bridget?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so the experiments were continued in secret by her to develop BT detectors and prevent boyouts. BBs were conceived as catalysts of the chiral network integrated into city infrastructures.
Did you say my name?
Like that?
Damn, that's what's up. No, he said BB. What does BB stand for again?
You forgot?
I forgot, yeah.
Really, exactly something so simple.
I forgot.
Think about it. I said it earlier.
You're back?
Bridge baby.
Bridge baby.
Uh-huh.
Why was I
Isn't it
thinking
weird?
of
This whole
another?
thing about baby is so weird, right?
Huh?
It's weird, like the whole baby thing.
The baby thing is weird, yeah.
Um,
Because they're like
where was
they're
I?
pretty much like what are they like like not like batteries, but they're like it's like products.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Spoiler.
So, Cliff, he put his own child in care of the baby experiment,
Cliff.
but he didn't know. Yeah, he put his own kid in the experiments.
Oh
But he
yeah.
didn't know about the
I remember.
potential of the
Yeah,
experiments.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Don't worry, hon. You're not even gonna understand it. As soon as you see it.
She's not gonna remember this.
Nah, she's not gonna remember none of this. He said you're not gonna remember these details. That you're not gonna remember these details. It's a lot. Just the first game alone has too much.
Yeah.
So, are you ready for mine?
Well, I'm almost done, not yet.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to take a technical, go ahead.
I'll do part. There's 3 parts to it.
Yeah.
So I'll do part 1. Part 1 is, let me see. I'll tell you right now how. It's not that long actually, and I'm gonna skip a lot of stuff
right.
because
You say that now.
No, I'm gonna skip a lot of stuff because we already spoke about a lot of stuff earlier.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So here we go. Okay, so I wrote this like this. Like I wrote it like I was saying it to myself, right? The story of Death Stranding takes place
Oh, that's cool. That's cool how you did that.
Yeah.
Like you were like saying it to yourself, you know?
Yeah. Because that way when I read it, like it's like I'm explaining it to myself, you know?
Yeah.
The story of Death Stranding takes place in an alternate reality of our world, In this world, there are three existential planes: the world of the living, the beach, and the world of the dead. The world of the living, that's where we like find ourselves. That's what that's supposed to be. And the world
The
of
beach is the path.
yeah, the world of the dead is the place where our soul will go, and the beach is the path that we have to cross from our world to the world of the dead once our life ends.
Get over there,
Yeah.
carajo. Go over there right now.
Whoa! Come here, Hattie. Ven aquí. Ven aquí. Girl. Yes. Okay. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? You hear this, Jose?
Yeah.
It's the baby. There. Keep on keeping on.
I like that slogan.
Hattie, keep on keeping on. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges. Okay, Hattie, we're done. Okay? Ja. Hey, that's it. No more. Ja. You wanna go night-night? You wanna go night-night? Yeah, that's it. You're okay. Yeah, enough. All done. Yeah. It's over. It is over. I'm the Terminator. It's over.
She's over here. She's crawling underneath the oven.
I'll keep her over here.
Well, I have the oven on and open.
Hello?
Yeah.
My bad. Ready? Here's the other one. Because I'm explaining the world of the living, the beach, and then the world of the dead.
Uh-huh.
So the beach, the world of the living, that's where the soul goes.
Right.
And the beach is just like it's like a kind of like a limbo.
Yeah.
You could say, right?
Right.
That's why the beach is Oh, wait a sec. Hold on. Let me ask this for a sec. Is the people who are walking towards the beach, is that like just a visual representation of a person's time alive?
Well, it's about the time.
What
You know?
think about that. Yes, that yeah. Think about that for a second. If this is some kind of thing that's like, because the word Kai is in there, right?
Yeah.
Could it be that when every time they show those people, when they're on the beach, it's because they already made it, and not on the beach, like in the water, like all the way down, like literally all the way down, right? If they're there, that means that
they're in the scene.
Yes.
When they die, they go to the scene.
Yes, the scene.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that when they're there in the water, like all the way, like at the very end, does that mean that that's when they officially die? And before they get to that point, that's them living their lives, right? And that's why they're going really slow.
I didn't think of it like that.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Like it's almost like that's a visual representation of a person's timeline.
Yeah.
Walking towards the beach. Once you make it to the beach, that's when you die.
Right. Damn.
Yeah, because
I never thought of that.
there's a lot of people still trying to reach the beach.
Yeah.
You know, they haven't made it yet. And remember when what was his name? Hartman? When he was able to like visit that place temporarily.
Yeah.
That's the reason he was trying to walk towards the beach, but it wasn't his time to die yet. That's why it pulled him back on the sand when he was like grabbing onto the sand.
Yeah.
It wasn't his time yet. He was rushing. He was going against time itself.
Yeah.
The time that it needs to be taken to reach from one point to the other in the scene, the beach.
Damn. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, that's why Hartman, when he got, remember he was like, I don't know if he was getting close or he was going towards the beach, but something grabbed him and pulled him back because he was not supposed to be there.
Yeah. And I wonder who that was.
Yo, it really is, like, it technically kind of is like almost like a paranormal universe.
Yeah.
It's literally like that, and it introduces all these tiny little details. It's almost like you really gotta dig deep.
Right.
You really gotta dig deep to understand. I love how like we haven't even seen the cinematics of this yet, and we're bringing this stuff up just from notes alone.
Yeah. I can just imagine how like the lore gonna came apart too. But I'm gonna read every single note.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
Let me. I'm gonna sit up somewhere else to keep the podcast.
I have another one whenever you're ready.
Oh yeah. Let me just sit. Let me set them up somewhere else just so we can have a different scenery.
Yeah.
Where should we go?
Weapons restrictions lifted.
How about we hit upstream? Yeah?
Right there.
A little bit. There we go. Right up here.
Stretch my legs. That's right. Let's just sit here for a second and meditate.
All right. This is good. Yeah. Well, Han, did you ask me something? Well, did you ask me something over there?
No, I was gonna continue with my note here.
Oh yeah, go for it. Yeah,
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You remember Die Hard Man?
Yes.
Remember his real name or no?
Was it like Evan? Was that right?
Oh, I didn't hear you. Sorry, you broke up.
Evan?
No, it was John.
John? What do you mean? What do you mean, John?
John was Die Hard Man's real name.
John was his name?
His real name, yeah.
When do you find that out?
In the story, in one of the cutscenes. But he had a pre-recorded message. Yeah.
So okay. What was the message?
It said that Amelie will take him to her beach if he wanted to, but he needs a baby doll to show the way. Remember the baby doll? I think from part 2, or no?
That's what they
Isn't that like
said.
Dalmia? Is that related or no?
With doll. Oh, possibly that's a doll.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I can see
That's
that.
something I thought about. Because that doll was not in part 1.
No.
You know?
No. Oh, which
But
one?
yeah,
You're
so-
talking about the baby that like the one that looks like that's missing an eye?
The small little doll that's on the hip of Sam. The one that talks weird.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so that's just not thought about. So John, he states that Amelie's a blank slate, that there's no records at all that she ever existed.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
He said that?
Yeah. Yeah, Die Hard Man said that there's no record of her ever existing, that nobody has ever met her in person at all, ever.
Wait, Amelie, right?
Amelie, yeah.
That is so interesting.
It is. But that's what he says, is it true? This will stand on.
Was that something that she promised him but didn't fall through with it?
I don't know. But
Stay there.
I'm still meeting.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, Sam, he only ever has visions with her on the beach. You heard?
Yeah.
Some far away.
Yeah, I'm grabbing something.
Oh.
My bad. What else can you tell me about it?
Yeah, so Sam only ever has visions about her. So, his mother, Sam's mother, told John that her daughter, Amelie, was born on the beach. You know, her thought, her spirit remained, but her heart, her body came to the world of the living. The vision of the body and the soul had her spend childhood in the hospital.
That was
Where?
Amelie?
Yeah. And then when she was 20 years old, her dooms, it let her travel from the beach to and from the beach. And she wanted to spend most of her time on the beach. And communication was done through hologram.
The
Dude, this is all
hologram.
blowing my mind.
Yeah, can you reread that for me?
Seriously?
Yeah. No, not the whole thing. Just that
The whole
last part.
thing?
No, not the whole thing. Just the last part.
Which part?
The one right there that she said about the hologram.
Okay, so Anne's mother, President Strand, told John that her daughter Amelie was born on the beach. So her spirit remained, but her body came to the world of the living. So because of the division of the body and the soul, her childhood was mostly spent in the hospital. But then she had doom's powers at 20, where, you know, she had the capability of traveling to and from the beach whenever she wanted to. And she wanted to spend most of her time on the beach. Maybe a spiritual thing, I don't know. And then a lot of the communication was done through hologram. And she was on the beach, you know?
No, you know why this blows my mind right now?
Mine too. Why?
Because, dude, think about it. Wasn't this the idea that Kojima had for Silent Hills?
Was it?
I think, yeah, the story of PT. He took it with him, didn't he? Had to. They
I
didn't.
don't know. I never knew the story of PC.
That's the reason why Norman Reedus and Guillermo del Toro are in it.
I know, right? There's probably like some stat that yesterday, right?
Yeah. I don't think he wasted the resources of the story. I think he just kept using it for his own project.
And then he just made it to like a whole different game.
Yes.
That's crazy. That's how he made all this in such a short time.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yes.
Wow. We're like getting somewhere here.
Damn. Echo, man.
You like that?
Yeah. Okay,
Like, I get it. It was in development for 3 years. But all this in just 3 years. You know?
Yeah, less than 3. Yeah, exactly. Because he showed it off 2016, came out 3 years later.
Yeah, with a small ass team. There was a small team of developers.
Yeah. Yep.
Crazy.
That is wild. Yeah. I'm telling you, that's why Norman Reedus and Guillermo del Toro, they're in this story, because that's why there was a lot of similarities online.
Yeah.
Remember when with those conspiracy theories and all that stuff that they said that Kojima was hinting Silent Hills through Death Stranding?
Yeah.
That was it. He was just telling us that story pretty much. These are the Silent Hills.
Damn. You like that?
That's dope how he did that.
Right?
That is dope. And that's all just studying the story of Death Stranding.
That's crazy.
That's how we found that out.
Bro, I never talked about a game like this in depth like this before.
Yeah, but there was a lot. There's still a lot to it. What about the twins that created the chiral network?
Oh yeah, I mentioned one of the twins earlier. I forgot their names.
Mama and Lockney.
Lockney is the one, yeah. I remember Lockney is the one that I didn't mention.
Yeah.
Do you have anything on Lockney or no?
No, but I got my stuff right here. If you want me to start.
Oh, we can take a turn.
Let me see. I'm gonna try to steer away from what you were talking about though. So we could bring up a nice little topic. Let's see what we got here. We spoke about stranded entities, right?
Yeah.
The timefall and the dooms.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Let's see. I got my notes here. Let me see. I got my stuff here. Oh, here we go. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Here we go. Again, so I typed it. I'm gonna skip a couple things, but I'm just gonna read the most important things I typed down.
Yeah.
The first news about Death Stranding. So this information was discovered through a past video recording.
Mm-hmm.
It took place when a surgeon was performing a C-section on a on a woman that was that had brain damage, or she was brain dead.
Isn't that Sam's mother?
Sam's mother, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. She was 7 months pregnant. Which I remember.
At the time of going to cut the umbilical cord to save the baby, the surgeon exclaimed his surprise at seeing the BT. It came into contact with him, and the explosion occurred. This void was followed in time by more explosions produced in different parts of the world in situations related to the dead. That's why we keep seeing the baby inside of the stomach.
Yeah.
He keeps showing different. You know what it is? Different. It's different interpretations of the bang, of the explosion, like everything coming to. It's just Kojima just shows the doll, and he shows the baby doing different things, like giving you a thumbs up or giving you a heart.
Yeah.
All it is different interpretations of restarting all over again.
Just a little longer.
That's all that is. This boy, where's it? No, this is written down, and this is
a lot. This a lot.
This is all through interviews and actual info. She thinks we're over here brainstorming nothing.
She thinks we're making all this up.
She thinks that we're playing with our shadows.
You know, because Dylan's been talking about this literally all day. It's crazy.
Mira, so hold on real quick.
I'm on information.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Watch. Where did I leave off? At the time. Okay, right here. I wrote down, at first they were blamed for terrorist attacks, but no one claimed responsibility for the attacks, nor did they find traces of explosives. Only a new unknown material, chiral crystals. Faced with this situation, people already knew that something strange was happening, and the high officials of the U.S. government began to investigate the events to try to replicate them for study. These experiments caused more voids, ended the entirety. These experiments, of course, caused more voids, and one of them ended the entirety of Manhattan, and the life was of the president of the U.S. This president was.
Remember Manhattan?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
That was the first void.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So it's almost like that time and that. What is it? Everything disappears.
It seems like it. Remember, how everything resets and goes back to the first extinction again?
Yep.
Like, remember, a clean slate?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Damn.
All right, so look at. The experiments known as bridge babies, which were carried out on brain dead women and their babies, have since been publicly canceled due to their risk. But secretly, Bridget continued with them. That's what you said, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. It is all connected together.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Okay. I'm gonna skip the part where we talking about dooms, timefall.
Something more backstory with pigs and fragile.
Okay. Give me a sec. Let me. We talked about the carriers, right?
Yeah.
That's just the people doing deliveries. That's it. That's pretty much Amazon Prime in this game. I'm gonna send you something first. Hold on.
Damn, I got some juiciness out there done here.
Man, I don't think they have a. All right, I sent you something. Read that. When you read it out loud.
Dooms, a rare condition that gives some people supernatural abilities after the Just String event connected the worlds of the living and the dead.
Yep.
Doom's level vary by character, granting different skills and powers. That's dope. Those discover the alignment of celestial bodies at the moment of one's birth can influence one's relationship with the condition and at the
That's the part I wanted you to read.
Doom's abilities have been observed and both born under the constellations such as Cancer, Pisces. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I wanted you to read. That.
Damn, I didn't even know I was involved too. That's insane.
Yes, dude. You see something else.
Wow. Damn. He went all out in this board.
Yeah, he did. I'm telling you, and this is all just through text.
Yeah.
It doesn't show it in a cutscene. This is all through like, you know, what things are called, and how they just connect. You know, that's it.
Yeah. Wow. You like that?
Yeah.
You ready for the juiciness?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. This is about Fragile, Higgs, and Amelie. Okay, so Fragile, she said she had a talk with Higgs back at the beach. And he said he betrayed Fragile. It was part of Amelie's plan. That she was the mastermind behind all of that. She was their leader. Amelie was their leader. And she was behind the terrorist void out, the extinction agenda. And Higgs turned on Fragile after meeting Amelie, knowing she has more Doom's power, even controlling BTs. She gave Higgs his power.
Amelie gave that to him?
Yeah, she gave Higgs his power, his Doom's power.
Why?
I guess we'll find out. I'm still reading. Okay, so the ball. Let's see. Higgs' pod had no BB, but the doll John had to show him the way to Amelie's beach. The doll links to Amelie and her beach. Higgs, John, and Cliff were all controlled by extinction entity, which is most likely Amelie.
Why?
We'll see, hopefully. I'm still reading.
That is wild.
Yeah, it is. President Strand, Sam's mom could communicate with Amelie's soul on the beach, but even though the body remained as it was. Amelie's car and heart gradually came together because of President Strand's efforts. Because of that, her body started developing normally. But she spent most of her time in the world of the dead. Time stands still on that side, which is why Amelie still looks like she's young in her 20s.
Oh.
Take a heat.
Wow.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
The president for Amelie been through enough, so only let communication towards her be through hologram only.
That's freaky. Oh, that's
It's mind blowing all this, right?
Yo, it's so mind blowing.
I'm still here reading. There's some stuff here that could be skipped. It's not too important. Let's see. Amelie's beach appears to be on a higher plane than others. it's invisible and inaccessible to others. You know what's interesting about that? Remember earlier I told you that apparently Amelie never existed?
Yeah. Yeah. Who was
and apparently her beach is like invisible. You know? Nobody can access it at all. Her beach is in control of the other beaches.
How's that possible?
Dude, I think she's like the key to all of this, honestly. Then she gave Higgs her blue power, you know? Like he's not the only one that controls BT, she can too.
She has a high doom level, right?
Oh yeah, apparently the highest.
So that's what I'm also looking for. Like, is there like some kind of like graph that shows the levels?
I know, right? That would be dope if you could find that.
Yeah, what's the highest level? Well, we all know it's 99, but
so that's cool what I wrote here. It's true that those things development there with Sam. I put in the beginning, Sam didn't care about America rebuilding it at all. But that changed for him after meeting people that put faith in him and in the world. And realized it wasn't all bad. See, that's good development there with character and story.
Yeah. And now he has something to live for too.
Yeah. He didn't really care at all in the beginning. You like that?
That's dope. Yeah.
You sound so sarcastic.
No.
No, that's dope. Yeah.
No. It just makes me think like that part where he puts a gun to his head.
Yeah.
Like he hate like did he hate life or something before, or what was he, depressed or something?
I know, right?
Oh, it's because of his wife, right?
Well, I think that's why that's how it started, you know.
Yeah, it's because of it. It was because of his wife.
Mm-hmm. He's still reading. That's why I'm quiet. Sorry.
I need to get on these videos tonight, man. I think I'm gonna be because I'm not about to start playing this other game until I understand all this stuff that all of a sudden just popped out of nowhere just because we're talking about certain names and meanings of something.
Yeah, like we're opening up our brains to this a lot, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so check this out. You ready?
Yeah.
This is about the sixth extinction, which hasn't happened yet, but okay. Let's see. Here, it looks like I'm just like describing the cutscene. Raju helps Sam jump to Amelie's beach. Amelie speaks to who she says is Sam, but it ends up being a baby, which she says, "I'll show you the way," and sets him free to the world of the living. He awakes at the beach. He says that he's too late. The last stranding and the sixth extinction has already begun.
What? Who
She
said
said
that?
that he was supposed. Huh?
Who said that?
Amelie said that.
So who?
For you? Not to Sam.
Okay.
Let's see, what was that?
I'm gonna move.
Okay.
I'm gonna change the scenery. All right.
Yeah.
Let's get back to work.
Here, let's put that right there.
I forgot about this.
reach this far. Oh! Damn, he chased me far. Whew. There he is over there. Jeez. Alright. This is where I wanted to go, somewhere over here.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Let's just sit here for a second.
Ready for your mind to be going?
Yep. Go for it.
I actually forgot about this. That's why I'm glad we're doing this. Yeah.
Uh-huh. I didn't. What? Go for it.
That's right.
Okay,
Just sit here
so-
for a second and meditate.
Sam wakes at the beach, and Amelie says that it's too late. The last stranding and 6 extinction has already begun.
Mm-hmm.
She says that he was supposed to stop it from that happening. You ready for this?
Uh-huh.
It appears Amelie truly never did exist. She says Amelie and Bridget are a part of her and who she is.
A part of
Amelie and Bridget were just names.
a part of who?
That she is an huh?
A part of who? Amelie and Bridget were a part of who?
Part of her. Her real name is Samantha America Strand.
Samantha
That was the
America.
twist there.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So Amelie and Bridget are part of her. Those were just names.
Wait,
And she is
what are
an
they?
extinction entity. Hmm?
So she was 3 different people?
Well, everything that was explained about Amelie and Bridget is true of who Samantha is. You know? So Samantha is the soul, the Ka, of the 6 extinction entity. And recognized as the daughter of the counterpart, the Ha, the body of Bridget. And obviously adopted sister of Sam.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around it. Give me a second.
That's Kojima, man.
I'm trying to wrap my head around it. It's such a. It makes sense. I get it. It makes sense. I'm just trying to understand it. Like,
Yeah.
it makes sense. Like, it does come full circle. It is using the rules that is set in the universe. You know?
Mm-hmm. So just to put it simply, Samantha, he's the 6 extinction entity. So that was a big twist there, and I forgot about that. I totally forgot about it.
So is that the one that we see in the picture, or no?
What picture?
Wait a second. Wait. Okay. Hold on.
I'm gonna send you something so you can read it.
Okay, go for it. Go for it.
Like in the description, it says Samantha. It doesn't say Amelie, right?
The Amelie one?
Yeah. Read where it says early history, truth.
Her what?
Read in the section that says story, early history.
Story. Early history?
Yeah.
The truth?
Mm-hmm.
Bridget Strand,
Yeah.
the sixth extinction entity, developed uterine cancer in her early 20s, which she claimed was a punishment from the beach for not acting as an extinction entity was meant to. During surgery, her ka and ha separated, with her ka waking up on the beach. Strangely, both halves of her essence were aware of each other's existence and worked in tandem. Due to the timeless nature of the beach, Bridget's ka did not age, and the age gap between the two grew to a noticeable degree. Eventually, rumors began to spread of a younger version of Bridget wandering the White House. That's the one that dies in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Eventually, rumors began to spread of a younger version of Bridget wandering the White House. In order to deflect suspicion, Bridget created the persona of Amelie for her ka, fabricating a cover history. In the story fabricated by Bridget, her daughter Samantha America Amelie Strand was born with locked-in Oh.
It's crazy, right?
Hold on. We got something here. Hold on. Lockney and Mama.
Oh.
Yup, they were separated.
Dang.
What if those two are that as well? The body and soul separated.
Yeah. Wow.
So technically these are all ghosts, dude.
Pretty much.
That's what they are.
Yeah.
Because look, they all have some kind of gimmick. If you think about it, they all have some kind of gimmick, right? Heartman.
And a lot of them are holograms.
Yes. No, but check this out. Check this out. Yo, hold on, dude. I'm literally about to freaking blow your mind. Hold on. I think this is the interaction, like this game is it the interaction of like pretty much like the paranormal connecting through the universe through technology.
Yeah.
You know, and is that the reason why like all these people are holograms? Is it because they're dead? It's like the world is pretty much done. In other words, that was the cataclysm that killed everybody. You're just living through the Death Stranding.
Yeah, it's all about the peace between the living and the dead.
So in other words, they already happened. People are just trying to live. That is a wild concept.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so real quick. So because technically, like, Sam is not Sam, right?
What do you mean?
This Sam is not Sam.
How is that possible?
Because of him being a BB, remember?
Yeah.
And isn't Lou technically him?
Never thought of it that way.
Yeah, Lou is him. It's a repeat, dude. Remember the time gap?
Mm-hmm.
with the universe, the Big Bang, and then the end of the world, and then whoop, it goes from middle to zero, and from zero to something, from something to nothing to nothing to something.
And then resets again, yeah.
And then it's the same thing with humans.
Wow.
It's the same thing with the plants. They die, they come back to life. They come back. Timefall. It's the evolution. It's time. It's also about time.
Damn.
You know, so the fact that those twins, Mama and Lakne, I think they're the separations of somebody else.
Or they're possibly just a separation of the body and the soul.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That they are the separation of, just like Emily and Bridget are for Samantha. Those two must be that as well, because their names are Mama and Lakne.
Yeah.
And she also has a baby that she can't really hold. The baby is what is the story behind the baby? Actually, that's interesting.
I don't have that in my notes. I get to go over. But you were on the right track with the surgery.
Oh yeah, right. The fact that the surgery, that's when the first void happened.
Yeah.
Yep.
Holy, thank God.
So that
from here.
No, hold on. I got you with something. That's the reason why, like, that's what it's Silent Hills, dude. It's the paranormal. That's Bridges, you know. The fact that the logos that we see as well. America, and then the web. Fragile. That's why you see skeleton hands. It's like a coffin. It's like telling you you're in a coffin. Fragile, with the skeleton hands. And then let me see what else that I capture. Oh, here's another interesting one. They never tell you how these people have already, like how they died.
Yeah.
But Dead Man gives you a hint.
Really?
Yeah, his scar on his head.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah, because think about it, dude. All these people, they all have like some kind of gimmick. Mama and Lakne are all of a sudden they're twins. Amelie is like the high doom one, right? Higgs has his abilities. Fragile has her abilities with the umbrella and the fact that the teleporting.
Yeah.
Dead man. He doesn't he do something? Dead man? No, Die Hard Man.
Die Hard Man.
What's his gimmick?
I forgot.
You told me earlier.
Did I?
Yeah, you told me earlier. You told me earlier when I was in the cruiser.
That is wasn't it hard for him to die or something?
No, yeah, but it was something about him dying.
I don't remember that.
Ay, bendito, don't forget, this is important.
Was it?
Yeah.
Give me a minute, I'm trying to remember.
You were telling me because think about it, Heartman, his heart stops beating every 20 minutes. That's his gimmick.
Yeah.
Right? Fragile has her gimmick. Higgs has his. Amelie has hers. You told me Die Hard Man's earlier. I forgot what it was. Or like something that he can't do or something like that you told me.
I don't think.
And then if you think about it, Sam is kind of also the key. Sam is the key to all this.
Yeah.
He is the key because Bridget is his mom,
Yep, that's his mom.
not Samantha, right?
Yeah.
Samantha is too.
No,
Okay,
it's
so
confusing.
so technically it's like Samantha's Ka had a child, but it's not Samantha's. It's not Samantha's child. It's the Ka's child. That's so that
Right.
does that separate Sam from Samantha?
Damn. I never thought of it like that.
You know.
Yeah.
And the other thing you got to think about is does the Ha technically is she related to Sam in some way?
Yeah.
You know, because they're both the same kind of entity, so why wouldn't they be related?
Right.
And now if you look at Sam, right? He had his wife Lucy, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
He had Lucy, and she was pregnant with Lou, right? And because of Sam's, that's how Sam got his dooms because possibly because of that, because Samantha,
Samantha, yeah.
so yeah, because of Samantha. What happened to Samantha again?
Well, I mean, Samantha is the sixth extinction entity. He has like the highest doom power.
Oh, so he's like he comes down from a bloodline
Yeah.
of the extinction entity.
Yep.
So does that technically make him the extinction? Does that get passed down, or is that how does that work?
I think it does pass down.
Yeah, I would assume so.
I'm trying to read more on who you said about Die Hard Man.
That means that Lou is the sixth extinction entity, because he's the smallest. It goes down by the smallest creation.
Yeah.
Like so.
So I was saying earlier.
My bad. As soon as Sam had this new Lou, it became the new sixth extinction entity.
Yeah. I'm gonna explain more about that. But I remember you said about Die Hard Man.
Yeah.
I know he goes by Cliff as well.
Yep.
And that's one thing that I don't like, that some characters, they go by different names and it's confusing. Because then he has Cliff, he has John, at the same time.
He has
But
Cliff.
anyway, yeah, Cliff and John. But
Yeah, they have a lot of
he put his own
names.
child in, yeah, I know. He put his own child in the BB experiment. Remember I told you that earlier.
Cliff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think what the gimmick was. Let's see.
What it seems like he has like he can summon soldiers.
Yeah.
Like
Awesome. Because of the visions and all the battlefield and all that.
Yeah. Like he can summon
Mhm.
he can summon like a team of skeletons or something.
Thank God.
Yeah. It's crazy. So you ready for the sixth extinction description?
You got the description?
Yeah. I have it here in my notes.
Okay, let's hear it.
Alright, so a scene has formed from her beach and other beaches. I'm talking about Samantha. So a scene has formed from her beach and other beaches, from everyone in America. And all of it will be taken over by a surge of antimatter, which will have the world consumed in an explosion. Big Bang. You remember that or no?
No. Where'd you get that from?
Yeah.
Can I read
My
it?
notes.
Can you send it to me? Can I read it real quick?
Yeah, hold on. wonder how many extinctions there are. Crazy.
You said there were 5, right? Before.
There's 5 and then the 6th one.
The 6th one is the baby. I'm telling you right now.
Like that.
Yo, part 2 is gonna be wild, dude. I can't wait.
I know. Yeah. Well,
I'm just trying to get to a new scenery.
Not a moment too soon.
Hello.
goodbye.
Goodbye. Alright, what else you got?
Okay, hold on.
See the sunset. The day is. I will.
Well,
I'm waiting for you.
that's something I want to.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay. Let me see. A seam has formed from Samantha's beach and other beaches from everyone in America, and all of it will be taken over by the surge of antimatter, which will have the world consumed in explosion.
Right, I'm gonna say the second first.
What does that mean? It just pretty much means that something's opening up in every single person's beach, and that it will be taken over by antimatter, and that's gonna consume time. Like, I don't know, the world. Sam has 2 choices: to do nothing about it and stay at the beach with her until the end, which is the last stranding. In expanding the chiral network, Sam brought people's beaches together to a whole, but bound them to her beach where she opened gates to the other side. Wait, hold on, let me read that shit again. Jeez. Sam has 2 choices: to do nothing about it and stay at the beach with her until the end, which is the last stranding in expanding the chiral network. Sam brought people's beaches together to a whole, but bound them to her beach where she opened gates to the other side. So second choice being cutting her and the beach loose, he may stop the antimatter from spreading and stopping the last stranding. So how Sam brought people together? How was Sam able to do that himself? What explains the fact that he can do that with her beach?
Well, I mean, the rest of them will say that. But do you have anything on, like, in relation to what you just read? Or no?
No, I don't have that.
I'm surprised with your face.
That is interesting right there.
Oh, it is. So she says that the beach is doomed no matter what. She says that he can end it quick in a flash or struggle knowing what's to come no matter what.
Okay, so he could have ended the world right there,
Yeah,
but he decided
Okay.
to what? Extend the world's lifespan?
pretty much.
Okay, but he did that why? What was that for?
For the 40% of the heart.
Huh?
I said for the 40% of the heart.
A total eclipse of the heart. That's funny.
That's
Let's see, I'm reading. No, the rest of this, the ending, literally the ending of the game. Let's see. Okay, so when you go back to the beach, she said she will shut herself in the beach. That she can't go with Sam, but can spare him the work. She claims she is the beach. She got tired of waiting for the fix extinction and wanted to get it all over with. So everyone can believe it.
Wait, who is the sixth beach?
The fix. No, I think for this ending, the ending notes, I think we should watch this. We should watch the video.
Oh yeah, I'm down.
So everything else here is just explaining the cutscene.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to get to the
So
top of
you want to talk about the ending in the notes, or you want to just watch the video?
That for some reason I don't have that. That was in my
notes on the ending.
About the ending. Yeah.
It's quite a drug.
Because it had to do a lot, and it had to do a lot with PT.
Yeah.
Because there was wasn't there a woman on the stretcher that Cliff was talking to? That was Lisa.
Yeah.
What was that story about? What happened there?
Let's see.
This looks like Donkey Kong Island.
Okay. Okay, so you ready for this?
Check this out.
It's more about Samantha. Oh, no, I'm looking. That's dope.
The music. Even the music gives you kind of like a paranormal feel.
Yeah.
It's very, I don't know, like very retro. But anywho, what were you saying? Go ahead.
He's getting that 4D vibe, right?
Yep.
At the back. So Samantha says her first operation when she was 20. She says that her Ha, the physical body, which is in the world of the living, her Ha, that sounds funny. Her physical body is Bridget, and the one on the hospital bed under the operation. But her ka, the spirit, which is in the world of the dead, that's Amelie on the beach. So the ha and the ka managed to coexist. Bridget's body got older.
Oh, and they have their own
but the
beaches?
beach, yeah.
Oh, they
So
have their
Bridget's
own...
body got, huh?
They have their own beaches, and Bridget's body got what?
That Bridget's body got older, but the beach kept Amelie the same and young.
Wait, so...
And like she made up the whole story of Amelie being her daughter and all that.
Wait, so is this world right here where we're in, is this a beach as well?
Well, no, because Sam is there, like he's not dead yet.
So is
When
this...
you die,
so
he goes to the beach, but then he goes back into his body.
So is this the world of the living here?
Yeah. But it's cool how you can see the BTs in the world of the living, you know?
Are you sure?
I think so.
Dude, I think this world that he's in right now would be considered a beach.
Really?
Yeah, would be considered a beach, no? And then...
I mean, then again, you're right, because it's between the living and the dead. And he can see the dead. He can see,
yeah,
you know, with Bibi, right?
yeah. You wouldn't think so?
Yeah, no, it makes sense. So check this out. Samantha says, somewhere out beyond the beach, we are memories of time itself, including every organism. Passing data through the beach with Carol Network. They were unbound by restrictions of time.
That's pretty much
everything. Huh?
That's explaining literally what you're saying right now. Is explaining the evolution of life.
Right. Yeah. It says here that everything the Earth had lost could be reconstructed and reclaimed.
Like what?
Like, you know, the world of the living and the dead could be reconstructed and reclaimed. You know, through the network, I guess. You gotta keep it connected. So she did research on bridge babies to connect the world of the dead.
Okay.
So she says that her ha had cancer as the beach's punishment for not playing along like an EV, extinction entity.
Wait, her
And
ha?
her ha is Bridget. Huh?
Her ha?
Not her ka, her ha.
Wait, no, I'm serious. Like her ha was the one who did that?
Her ha. That's funny. Yeah, her ha had cancer as punishment for not playing along, following the rules as an ED.
What are the rules as an
Yeah.
as an extinction entity?
That I don't know.
Oh, probably
hopefully-
to end the world.
Probably, yeah. And then her Haas Bridget disappeared because of cancer.
Okay.
Okay.
You like that?
Oh, that's funny. So yeah, that's why she asked him to connect the Tarot Network to reclaim all universe as lost.
Is that
During
you?
the Big Five. Remember the Big Five?
Is that you watching the screen now?
Who, me?
Yeah, it said on my screen that you were watching the screen. Like one person watching. That was you, right?
What do you mean, like in the game?
No, in the...
No, not even on the app. You heard?
Oh.
I mean, the TV's on with you. I see.
Yeah. I remember, yeah.
But yeah, do you remember the Big Five?
The Big Five?
Mm-hmm.
on its butt.
Where?
Here on its butt.
Who?
Mommy's shirt is my shirt.
Tell her.
It's gonna be me that I took no crap. This is your crap. This is your food.
Give me a sec, Jose. Don't forget, put a pin on it. The 5 extinctions, right?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
That's yours, not mine. This is yours, Patty. This is not mine. I don't wear diapers. Yeah, you go.
You got it.
Yeah, Addie. You gotta go potty.
No.
Yeah, you're the one. I go potty. You don't.
No, you're dead. Don't find that, okay?
Addie, you don't go potty.
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah.
You find anything else?
No, you don't know what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, that is mine.
Okay, try it. Try it. Try it. Oopsie, sorry.
You like it? Alright, the 5th extinctions.
Mm-hmm.
Dime.
You ready?
Yeah.
So during the Big Five, matter and antimatter should have canceled out. But somehow, a speck of matter survives, bringing the world and life as we know it. What do you think?
Say it one more time.
During the Big Five, matter and antimatter should have canceled out. But somehow, a speck of matter survived, bringing the world and life as we know it.
Is that pretty much everything that it exists?
Yeah. And it ties into what you said about space, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now what about?
So, it's,
Go ahead.
Samantha, again, she's an EE, but it's her fate to lead the species to extinction. That's what the rule she has to follow.
Okay. Now.
Yeah.
Now.
She said that fate, right?
She was technically the 6th extinction, right?
Yeah, like she was gonna lead for like the end of the world. You know?
Right. So who were the 5 before her?
I know, right? Damn, I didn't think of that. That's a good fucking question.
Yeah.
You're so sarcastic all the time.
What?
You sound so sarcastic all the time. Yeah.
That sounds sarcastic.
A lot, yeah.
I know. I'm saying yeah. Like we. Yeah. That's a really good find. That's a really good question.
Yeah.
Who were the ones who came before?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
It's true. I want to know too.
Huh? I can't find the linterna. find the lantern.
It was just there. It was there. Did you die thinking? How did it just came down?
No, I'm talking about mine. My lantern. I can't find it.
Oh, yeah. I put the other one.
Yeah, no.
Where did it go?
I put it over there. I went to go get my lantern.
You took mine out?
Yeah.
Mine.
So I'm gonna put my lantern.
Well, I wanted mine there. That's where I put it.
I'll put it back, but I wanted my lantern. But I don't know where it is. Mine? It's in there. Wait, so you don't got nothing on who's the first 5?
I don't, but I do have something very interesting here.
What?
I forgot about this. Okay, so remember the last Stranding, right?
The one of the surgeon?
Hello? Samantha, she tried to quicken the process of the last Stranding. So she was trying to like quickly make it happen. And she used Sam for that. By connecting all the beaches together through the Carol network. And the crazy part about that is, in part 2, the slogan says, should we have connected?
Oh, so now she can do it faster?
I mean, I don't think it's that. I think it's, she wanted to quicken the process of the last Stranding to reach the end of the world. And for that to happen, she wanted to connect all the beaches together through the Carol network through Sam, which isn't good because it's going to be to the end of the world. That's why in part 2 it says, should we have connected through the Carol network? And I don't think that's a good sign.
What disconnected us from the beginning?
We talked about that earlier.
But what was it again?
Well, at first, remember, everything was connected in the very beginning.
Technology, technology-wise?
Well, yeah, everything, yeah. I'm still reading, that's why.
What year did the Death Stranding hit?
All I know is the very first organism, according to like the lore here at the game,
Stop playing around when you're eating.
the whole
Sit
thing
down.
started 360 million years ago.
Sit down. Eat that first.
You said the first Death Stranding?
Yeah, like it was started with the first organism, according to the lore, 360 million years ago.
Yeah, okay, so, and what about the Void?
I want to know more about the Void too.
What?
There's one.
No, but the one that happened in Manhattan, what year was that?
Oh, that was let's see. Okay, so the BB experiment started around the time of the Death Stranding in Manhattan. Let's see. Doesn't say the year. I don't have the year here. Let me see.
Are you looking it up?
I think it was 50 years before.
50 years before what?
Okay. In the world of Death Stranding, the Death Stranding phenomenon and void outs and ETs, that's have occurred in the late 2010s.
Late 2010s?
Yeah, specifically 2019. That's funny because they didn't come out 2019.
So the year of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This event is linked to a specific incident, a doctor performing a C-section on a brain-dead pregnant woman. The one you were talking about.
Yep, there you go.
Which resulted in a void out and the emergence of ETs. This event also coincides with the game setting, as the main story takes place in 2060. Also, I was right, so 50 years before.
Also 20. Okay. So 2016.
Rumble.
Take that out of your mouth.
So this is something that hasn't happened yet.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Like that. Okay, so I don't know if you remember the cry item. So John, you know, Die Hard Man.
Say it again.
Okay, so remember, you know Die Hard Man, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, John. So I don't know if you remember this, but he ends up being the president of UCA.
Die Hard Man ends up being what?
He ends up being the president of UCA.
The one with the black mask, right?
Yeah,
Okay. So he takes Bridget's place?
yeah.
Okay.
And he says that the old president Bridget, which is the half, and quote unquote daughter Samantha Strand sacrificed themselves as America could be whole again without the last stranding.
I'm confused. What would they have to do? Oh, they would have to give themselves up?
Mm-hmm.
Return to what?
Sacrifice themselves so America could be whole again without the last stranding.
How does that stop that?
I know, right? Yeah, those are good questions. Why would that stop the last stranding?
Well, yeah. Why would that stop that? That doesn't make sense. You sacrifice 2 people? That's it? That's what it takes?
Is that simple?
Sure. Instead of trying to survive, I would have created a riot. Let's go get these people.
So President Strand knew all of that would happen before it happened.
Hey, don't play
That's why
with
she
it.
gave the quote.
Don't play with it. Eat it. You don't like it? Throw it away. Say it again? Sorry.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of interruptions.
My bad.
You're gonna be here all night.
Yep.
President Strand knew of all that would happen before it happened. That's why she gave the cord to Deadman and the gun to Sam. That was the role that still had to play. It was all a plan, you know?
They gave Sam the gun. You talking about when the world was like blue or something?
Yeah.
Okay. What does that mean?
This was all part of the plan so that she could still save and lead Sam to the world of the living. While she sacrificed herself there at the last minute.
You lost me.
Feel like you're losing it, dude.
No, yeah, you lost me with that one. Let's back it up a little bit.
Alright. President Strand knew of everything that was going to happen.
Yep.
Like, she predicted all of it. You know?
Yep.
So she was following along with the plan. With the prediction plan.
Yep.
That's why she get the cord to Deadman and the gun to Sam. So, all the roles were played that they were meant to be played. You know?
Yep.
All to save and lead Sam to the world of the living while she sacrificed herself during the last stranding.
Why did she do that?
Oh man, I'm going through my notes and these last questions every time.
I mean, yeah, like you
That's
got a
two
question.
questions though.
You got a question. Why? What? Okay, what was that for?
Yeah. Well, the thing that was,
Huh?
was baffling, mind-boggling to me.
Yeah.
How are we supposed to remember all this?
Huh?
I can't hear you. The TV is loud.
Hold on, let me turn it down. No, Hattie, don't do that. Hello.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hold on, Hattie. What do you mean?
You okay, honey?
Oh.
Alright, I'm ready. Ay. I have to wash my hands.
You've been saying you're ready for the longest time.
Say it again. So you were saying that these two, the Ka and the Ha, if they sacrifice themselves and come back to Samantha, that everything will work out in which way?
The way that they're meant to.
The way that the first five intended it to be?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I'm trying to think how to say this. So and that was done by Samantha, right?
Yeah.
She split herself in two.
No, the Ha and the Ka.
Yeah, the Ha and the Ka, like she separated those, right? She's the one that made that happen.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you make that happen?
Well, it's the division between the soul and the body.
Huh?
You know? It's the division between the soul and the body.
Okay. So, but why are there two? Why is the wait no, like, because the body's not physical, right?
Well, the body is physical, the soul is not.
So it's another physical body that comes from another physical body.
And now you're losing me.
Because Samantha would be the physical body, wouldn't she?
Yeah.
Or would she be another Ha or Ka from another person previous to her?
Damn. I never thought that deep before.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because right now, that's what I'm saying. You don't know who is a Ha or a Ka.
Right. All I know is I'm Ka is the soul and the body.
Yeah. For all we know, we're the what's body, Ka?
Yeah.
So for all we know, we're playing as Sam's Ka right now.
I know, right?
Yeah, because he can come from somebody else, which is what probably the baby is to him, or a Ha or a Ka.
Well, according to the notes here, the baby he has, Lou, is I'm reading it. Hold on.
That means so also that explains the other baby.
What other baby?
Because there's a Ha and the Ka.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's always two. I'm telling you, there's two. Yes. But why does Higgs have it?
Well, the baby that Sam has, you know whose baby that is, right? Or you don't know?
Fragiles?
No. It's
Oh, it's
Cliff and his wife.
Yeah, Lisa and Cliff. Yeah, I forgot that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's their BB.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So be careful, Hattie. Leave that right there. That could break. Okay. Let me see. Hold on.
But John had a thing for Lisa, so he killed Cliff. So he wore a mask to have a new identity in the real world.
Hold on, cause you're losing me. Hold on. hold on. Better. So technically, right? If you think about it, so Cliff, that was his BB, right?
Yeah.
By any chance, is that the Lisa unleashing one of her own Ha and Kaz?
I mean,
Or Cliff, at least?
Yeah. If it's her baby, I guess so.
Or are we technically? Oh my goodness, dude! I think I figured it out. I'm being dead serious. I think I figured it out. Check this out. Ready?
Yeah.
Why is it that in the gameplay video, Sam Porter's hair is brown, just like in this one, but we see another Sam Porter with white hair? Is that the Ha?
Oh, because he's aging. One ages, one doesn't. Holy shit, dude.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Damn.
So there's two.
The body ages, the soul doesn't.
There's two. That's the reason why they put it, dude. That's why they put it in blue. Remember the trailer? Dude, that's why they put the trailer in blue.
Damn.
So that you couldn't tell the color.
Wow, you hit it. You got that.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
You like that?
Wow, yeah, because you caught that beat I said earlier. The body ages, the soul doesn't.
Yeah, so that's what. So we're playing as the. We're playing as the car right now.
Right. Holy shit.
You like that?
That's nuts, man. That's nuts.
Yo, did I just spoil? Did I just spoil Death Stranding 2?
You spoiled it, man.
Dude, you gotta admit that's a good one.
No, you just spoiled the place.
That's gotta be it.
Mm-hmm. It makes total sense, right?
Yes. Yes, that actually, yeah, that really does.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Happy, okay. That's the reason why, check this out, that's the reason why Fragile, you see her body. That's a different Fragile with a baby.
Oh, good, yeah.
She remember? She wasn't affected by the time fall yet. That means that the one that we met is probably a Ka or a Ha or whatever, and that one's the opposite one.
Damn. So you can't really tell their soul. Like, it's not an actual spirit form. Like, it still looks like a body in the game, obviously.
Yeah, it's just another person. Just like Amelie had one, the one who aged, and they stemmed off of Samantha.
Damn.
Right? So that means that this Sam Porter Bridges and the other one, they connect to someone else.
I wonder who.
Right. But I don't know. I feel like there's something about the BBs, man. There's something there that I feel like connects.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would have to wait to see that one.
You know what I said about this guy?
About who?
That John, he had a thing for Lisa, so he killed Cliff. And because of that, he wore a mask to have a new identity in the real world.
Oh, he didn't forgive himself for that?
Yeah.
I see.
And he didn't want people knowing about it, so he had a new identity.
You know I have his mask, right?
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, the one you showed me.
Yeah, that's for the album cover.
That's pretty dope.
Man, so
So his name is Die Hard Man because Cliff wouldn't let him die.
they what?
That his name, Die Hard Man,
Yeah.
Stop making no mess. You're gonna sit on the chair.
because he wouldn't let him die. That's the nickname he got.
Yeah, so him and Cliff are like enemies technically, right?
Yeah.
Yo, this is gonna hit different when I show Evie the cutscenes. I may be able to explain it a little better to her.
Wait, are you gonna have her watch that video we're gonna see or no?
No.
Oh, so you're gonna just show the game cutscene?
Yeah, the cutscenes. Unless that other one, the timeline one, kind of sums it up pretty quickly. There's a lot of information, man. That's no joke. I
Yeah.
feel like I'm in a curriculum right now.
Dude, I'm like towards the end of my notes.
Really?
Almost. Yeah.
Nice.
Like that.
Yeah. All right, time to move to a different spot.
Get it moving.
Hey!
That's what I was looking for. You missed this?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna tell you something important that you probably forgot.
What?
It's really important. You listening?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so you remember how Bridget was never a person because it was actually Samantha, right?
Right?
So that means that's not Sam's mother. Because Bridget was never existing. So who was Sam?
Right. That's
I know
correct.
we know because it says it in the game. I have it here in the notes.
Oh, you do?
Because I forgot.
At least one.
Yeah, so again, we thought it was Bridget, right? But Bridget never existed.
Right.
So the game puts that on you. I remember earlier in the game, Cliff was hugging Sam. And Sam kept having past visions of Phoebe. In first person mode, remember? And Amelie was calling the baby Sam.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yes.
Yeah. So Sam was Cliff's baby.
And
So
then
yeah, that's his real father.
and then yeah.
Cliff is Sam's real father, and Lisa is his real mother. Remember Lisa Bridges, Sam Porter Bridges?
Her name is Lisa Porter Bridges.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. True. Okay, and
Yep, Lisa.
what about? So why is it that they can? Why is it that Cliff can see him as an older person?
No, right?
Is that? Do you see what I'm saying? I think that's the time lapse right there.
Hi.
Yeah, because you know how something predicts what's already supposed to happen,
Yeah,
the plan.
yeah.
I think maybe it's something to do with that.
I think there's a twist in there. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's something there, and I'm just not getting it.
Well, the twist was we thought it was Bridget that was his mother, but it wasn't. It was Lisa and Cliff. That's why he kept having those visions.
Yes. Okay, so that does connect.
So,
Yeah. Yep. That does connect. Yep. Yo, let me tell you, what a complicated ass story. Yo, what a complicated ass mess.
right?
But
It's a mess.
but it makes
But it's interesting.
but it makes sense. That's the funny part. It's so complex, but it's very very interesting, and it's very unique if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, this cataclysm is
And Lou is the only Doom compatible baby ever. Did you know that?
Doom compatible baby.
Mm-hmm.
So then, what do they use the other ones
Doom
for?
after.
Yeah, so is that the reason why he's able to sense the BTs?
Yeah.
So why is it that? Okay, and so what do the other BBs do?
Right?
What are they for? If they don't have dooms to sense.
That's a good question.
Now it makes sense when.
Sam was the first BB. That's the thing. He was the first successful BB, at least from Cliff. And it says here, listen. Yo.
Yo, do I?
So
Yo.
he was the first successful BB and was revived on the beach by Bridget / Emily / Samantha.
Yeah.
But Lou is a later iteration. So he's fucking holding himself. Well, a later iteration at least.
Yeah. I remember that. I remember that detail.
Crazy. The memories Sam experiences while connecting to Lou are actually his own, due to the BB's connection to the beach. Yeah.
But my question to that is, how did he end up? It's almost like a time lapse.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that's a logical explanation, because everything that has to do with, the acceleration of aging and all that, it's almost like if every person goes, it's like they live forward in their life while they're always also going backwards in their life.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's all, dude. It's like when I look at the flowers, when they grow and they die and they grow again. It's the same concept, but for a human. You know.
Yeah.
But in the mix of that, in the mix of growing old, getting old, getting young, getting old, getting young, right, back and forth, back and forth. You also have to throw the twist into that. There's a time lapse in the middle of the story.
Yeah.
Where it's distorted as well, so it's almost throwing you for a loop every single time you think about it.
Right.
Like as soon as you say to yourself that you got it, you actually don't got it. Because there's always like some kind of loop. There's always some kind of loop. There's like a, what I'm looking at here is like, it's pretty much like the laws of physics. We're going in a loop. And because this world has so many rules, you know, one of those rules that applies or doesn't apply, we know exactly how it's going to go. We're going to know how it breaks down.
Right.
When it has to do with like two different people coming from one person, when it comes from what happens to the body when, what happens to the body when they're not burned. The Death Stranding goat comes after it, right?
Yeah, I think so. Makes sense.
Yeah, and then that creates a BT, right? And the reason why is because that if that person's already, they gotta burn them so that they don't create any more Haas and Kaz.
Right. I think that you nailed it with that.
Right?
That's the only thing I can think of. That makes sense.
Yeah, so that they can stop, because somebody somewhere has figured out that the evolution of humanity, it continues the cataclysm.
Right. So I think towards the end of the game, Sam and Lou, they're not affected by the rain anymore. You remember that?
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I gotta see that
because
again.
There's no longer a time clock after the last Stranding technically is over.
Huh.
And you know why the baby is called Lou, right?
Luis?
Yeah. Oh, you know you said.
Yep.
Look at you.
Of course, man. Come on.
So,
I'm talking to him.
The baby's a female.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's who the blonde chick is.
Wait, who?
In part 2, the trailer.
No way.
Yes. That has to be. Dude, it looked.
Oh.
Think about it. Look at the eyes. That just clicked, dude. Hold on.
But wait, I'm confused now because they showed Bibi a little older in part 2.
Yeah, that could be a different.
Right.
That could be a different time.
Oh.
Go. Watch. Go to your WhatsApp. I'm talking about this chick right here. Come on.
Oh, man, you're right.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why. Look at this guy. Who does he look like to you?
That's what you know.
It really does though.
Who does he look like? Wow.
No, it was Kojima.
That's funny.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think we're onto something, dude.
Because there's different versions of the Behind Cause, right? That's why that could be her, that could be Lee.
Yes.
But you still see the baby a little bit older though.
That's the reason why I think Fragile, the Fragile we see in some of those scenes is not the same one we know.
Mm.
Yes. This is some
Isn't Louise come from Sam's ex-wife's daughter?
Yo, this is some Kingdom Hearts shit. If you
Right.
think about it.
For real.
What would you say?
That Louise, the name, doesn't it come from Sam's ex-wife's daughter?
Sam's ex-wife's daughter.
Isn't that where Louise comes from?
Louise? Hold on.
It was his late wife, right? They named the unborn kid Louise.
No, yeah, but I'm gonna find you something that I saw.
You get what I'm saying or no?
You like this? Watch this. Ready? Why does Sam call BB Lou out of nowhere?
Well, because it's for Luis, which is his late wife's daughter's name. They already named the baby. So he named the baby Lou in memory of his angel baby, I guess.
Angel baby?
Yeah. Because his wife died. So the kid was never born. Good.
I'm trying to wrap my head around this.
Here we go again.
I'm sorry. Is that dude that like I think
No, it's hard. It's tough.
yeah. Oh my gosh, I get it now, dude.
What?
Yo, freaking that's the reason why Higgs looks different, dude. That's another Higgs.
Oh yeah.
That's another Higgs,
Like
dude.
Sam,
Yes, the first Higgs. They did kill the first Higgs. The other one. That's the reason, yo, dude. That's the reason why you know that shell of a baby, the armor. It sounds like a baby.
Mm-hmm.
That because that's possibly another baby's other form.
Yeah. It's deep. You like that?
Yeah, no, and then that's not the only thing, dude. He also looks like Amelie,
Right?
and he wears a red mask just like her red dress.
Yeah.
That's supposed to represent her.
Damn.
Remember, they're connected. That's the reason why he wore the necklace when she And, you know, when she had it too.
Mm-hmm.
How are they connected? I think because she is she's an EE, right?
Yep.
Just a little longer.
So did she possibly?
Remember, she can control anything.
Yeah. So was Higgs created?
That I don't know.
Okay, we don't know that.
Let's see.
We don't know that.
But you know what I said though?
About what?
About Luis. Like, did you understand that or no?
About Luis? About the female?
Yeah, why he named the baby Lou?
No.
It's pretty simple, no, honestly. Okay, so Sam had a late wife that died. She was pregnant. Obviously, she lost the baby too because she died. They already named the baby. The baby was named Luis. So Sam technically had a baby, but never came to the world. So in memory of his kid, he named this baby Lou, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. What do you think?
That's cool.
Seriously? That's cool. Awesome.
That's awesome, man. Oh, fuck.
Dude, I'm done with my notes. Do you have anything?
Yeah. I got all 85 pages.
I'm gonna go.
No, I got all 85 pages right here because I came to the house.
You said only have 4 pages.
Huh?
You said you had like 4 pages.
Really, thank God.
Yeah, on a specific topic. Yeah.
What?
Like I got 2 pages about BTs, and I got like 5 pages about the environment itself.
All right. Well.
What do you want to hear first?
I'm done with mine. Go through whatever notes you want, and then when you're done, we'll start the video.
Okay.
What?
But we might be here for like 3 hours.
Yeah, something?
You scared of something?
No, I just put hour 16 my notes.
I'm not scared. You scared?
You scared, brother?
You're scared. I'm not scared. Mm.
Dude, imagine what Kenny was thinking listening to us talking about this shit.
He probably laughed. No, so
He played the Stranding, right?
yeah, he did.
Just a little longer.
But he don't understand all the shit we're talking about, right?
I don't know what he understands. I never actually had a talk with him about it.
Yeah.
I never had a talk. I know he played it. He did play it. I should probably ask him.
Dude, I'm glad that we're talking about this because we opened like our minds to like theories of part 2 and all, you know?
Yes, dude.
That's what's up.
I think people who were paying attention, like we were paying attention. Dude, I'm really set on that. What I said, that Sam that we saw is not the one we're playing as right now.
Yeah, because the hair color, like he's older.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And the detail that gives that away is in the game when they say the body ages and the soul does not. And that makes sense because it's a spirit, you know? The vessel obviously ages.
That's
You know what's crazy? I always thought about that too.
What?
In like real life, I always thought our body's the vessel and our soul exists and lives on forever. I always thought that in real life. You know?
That's crazy.
It was a fucking party pooping.
You like that? All right, hold on a second.
I'm gonna go on with your notes or what?
No, I think I pretty much told you everything. Let me check one more thing. Let me check one more thing. I might be. Let's see. All right. Okay. All right. Here we go. Character focus. We focused on Higgs. We focused on Fragile. Talked about Heartman.
Dude, you wanna know something crazy?
About?
We've been talking about this for 8 hours.
Oh yeah.
Like that?
That's good stuff.
I didn't expect it to be that long.
Bridget ordered Diamond Man.
I'm in lead, thank God.
Oh.
I'm in lead, thank God.
Wait, the way that you make a ha and ka, it's when you die.
Yeah, I totally remember the vision of the body of the soul.
Yes. Okay. So, dude, this is a whole ass loop.
Exactly.
It's just the
Remember,
loop.
resetting, the extinctions reset.
This is a whole loop. Everybody's life, every character, everything is a loop.
It's all looping. Yeah.
I'm telling you, dude. Look at the logo.
Yeah.
Look at the difference between
It goes from
the
down to up.
yeah. That Kojima does not play around with that. I bet you.
Like,
I bet you. If you were to take, give me a second. I'm gonna blow your mind right now. I bet you that if you do this, Watch what I'm about to do. I swear that if this connects, I gotta give myself a pat on the back. I know, no, like seriously, I do. If I thought of yo, this is gonna be great.
Oh, it hurts. Oh, it hurts.
Watch what I'm gonna do, mother effer. Ready?
Yeah.
All right, go to WhatsApp. Take a look at it. You like that?
Damn.
Yup. It connects.
That's crazy.
The only thing that doesn't connect is the 2. You know why? Because the game. Remember, I told you the game is a duality. There's only 2.
Yeah.
There's only 2. There's only 2 Death Stranding games. Right?
Mm-hmm.
There's only 2 Death Stranding games from Kojima. That means that whoever makes something new, they need
You
to.
gotta fuck it up.
They're gonna have a different character with a different BB, and probably tell a different story with a different game.
Yeah.
You could just use the concept of Death Stranding.
Yeah. I'm just over here thinking now about, now since we talked about part 1, now I'm thinking about part 2. Like, why is it called On the Beach?
On the beach.
You know?
Where are we at? Are we in the middle?
Like in the middle, you know, between life and death, the living and the dead. That's what that means, the beach.
Yep.
That's the path between them. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's deep.
Yep. Like deep like the ocean.
Uh-huh.
Where the beach is at. Oh.
And then the slogan, till we got connected. That thing that gives it away that was a bad idea. Because that was just your plan all along, using cams to connect everything through the Tower network for the extinction. And I feel like that's what this game is going to focus on, possibly. We'll see. Good, I'm ready for the video.
Can we stay on voice chat?
Oh my god, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it on the PlayStation.
On the what?
I'm going to watch it on the PlayStation. I'm going to use... Yeah, I'm going to just watch it here so I can hear you. I'm going to watch the 2-hour one.
Wait, are we
Yeah.
gonna watch? We're gonna watch at the same time?
Yeah. Hello?
Goodbye. All right. Ready to do this?
You want to take a break first or no?
No, I'm good for it. Unless you need to.
No, this is fine.
Well, we played Death Stranding 1 for a little bit. We got to see the sceneries.
We talked hours about the part 1.
Yeah. I think it's safe to say that we're going to put this game to rest. And we're going to hit up part 2 when it comes out Monday, right? This is it. This is it. We're never coming back here.
Are you watching it like you're not watching it on your phone or no?
Me, no. I'm gonna watch it on the PlayStation.
The bunch of just like ads, man. I hate that.
So pay for YouTube.
Gotta work on those core
So
muscles.
pay for YouTube.
I never do. You crazy?
If you're a student, you get free YouTube.
Really?
Yeah. Everybody knows that.
Serious?
Yeah. It's kind of like Comcast. Comcast offers a $10 internet deal if you're a student.
Only gonna get harder.
It says here, students can only get a discounted subscription. Yes, this is a good discount.
Say that again?
Do you have YouTube Premium? Or YouTube Red or whatever it's called?
Me, Kenny does. I share his.
Okay, so in that case, I'm not gonna watch it on the PlayStation. I'm gonna watch it through the Android box. I have an app called Smart Tube. It's basically the same thing, but without the ads. That'll be perfect. We don't have interruptions. You know?
Huh?
I'm gonna use a modified version of YouTube to watch it without ads, so we can be on the same page, you know, without ads.
Okay, so you're staying on the chat though, right?
Yeah,
All right.
but gotta set up the mic.
Say again.
So we gotta put on the box.
Get it together.
Oh crap. Alright, I want it.
Well, I think we're gonna watch it on my phone.
Okay. I'll watch it on the
Because on my phone
PlayStation.
I have. Huh? What?
I'll watch it on the PlayStation. While you watch it on your phone.
On YouTube.
Goodbye.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I just want to see what these soldiers do when they scan you. They come looking for you or what?
Yeah.
Automotive.
Nice.
How do you say? How do you say hello?
Good morning.
I got it, hon. You heard? said I got it. Hello? What about these guys right here? What's their story? What do they want?
Not even on the thing.
Huh?
Not even on the thing.
Oh yeah, no.
No, I was just waiting for you to want to be on the phone.
Alright, so we're done with this?
Here.